Hello, hello. There we go. Huh. That was weird. For some reason it was saying it wasn't connected to anything, which doesn't make any sense. Make sure it's saved all my settings. Alright, everything looks fine. Alrighty. Hit all the right buttons here. There we go. Okay. Things are looking like they're supposed to. Whew. Always something. Every single time. OBS was having a hissy fit when I turned it on a little bit ago, saying I wasn't logged into anything, and then all of a sudden the microphone decides it's not going to do its thing, which is annoying. But here we are. We're in and we're doing this. I just right off the bat, I did not upload a video last Wednesday because it was so horrible. I'm still thinking about it, but it's probably not going to happen. Just at this point. I mean, the first part of it was me suffering with my mind over magic. I did go back later and try that again off stream just to see what it looked like, to see if I could figure it out, and I did finally figure it out. The tutorial is not something, it's not my favorite kind of tutorials. I prefer the kind that, that it pops up a box and pauses the game and says, hey, you need to do this. This one was instead just put a little thing up in the top left corner. It's like, learn how to build a floor. And then you click it and it just takes you to the thing. It doesn't guide you through it. And so it was all right. Once I got it started, it was okay. I mean, you can tell it's made by the same people that do this game. So, that seems... I had my light unplugged. And so... there we go. I like that better. The other one's too blue. Washes me out. I'm pale enough as is. I don't need a blue light to help me with that even more. So I put a little yellow tint to it. Around that 500 Kelvin is my personal favorite. So, anyway, here we are. We are going to give the new Oxygen Not Included, the prehistoric DLC. See how that goes. It's a planet pack, so this should be interesting. I've played a little bit of Oxygen Not Included. I know how to play it. We'll say that. I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm any good at it, but I know how to play it. Just like Timberborn and other games, I do know how to play them. They may not be any good, but I know how to do it. So let's go ahead. Let's start a new game. We're going to do let's see. You have ample time to find a solution when disaster strikes, or we could do survival. Stay on your toes and one step ahead of the unforgiving world, one slip up. Let's do no sweat. Let's do... experience large, spaced out. Large starting asteroids with many resources, or alternative gameplay experience including experimental scenarios designed for special events. Alright, let's see what's under the classic. Let's do prehistoric. Prehistoric planet. A prehistoric planet pack. That is a lot of words. With a lot of P's in the beginning of it. Let's see here. Ooh, that got a little louder, didn't it? Let's see here. Okay, coordinates. Cluster name, survival chance moderate. I would like that to be a little better than moderate. What if? Can we do... reroll. Let's see. Ooh. Metal wrench, medium boulders, slime. I mean, metal rich, medium boulders. I'm not sure what any of that means, but you know what? We can give it a go and see what happens. Yeah, do it. Start. Let's see what happens here. Everything looks okay. I'm just waiting for something else to break now. Camera, microphone again. Alright, let's see. Let's choose our duplicates. If I hit escape, nothing happens. Okay. Alright, choosing duplicates. Athletics, construction, husbandry, agriculture. The agriculture is good. Excavation, +1. 10 machinery. I'll re-roll him. Or her. It's a her. Suit wearing, no. The +2 construction is good. Requires light to sleep is bad. Immune to food poisoning, decreased core, don't care. So those two, I mean, the +10 to machinery is good, but it's too... I need something different than that. Ranching, farming. It's not bad. Decreased building. Okay. I mean, I can live with that. Let's see about this one here. Handy. Increased construction. The light to sleep thing. That's a bad for the soul there. Suit wearing. Excavation. No. Agriculture, no. That one's not bad. Strength, medicine, machinery. I don't need somebody with more medicine, though. The machinery and strength would be good. Science. Immune to chilly surroundings, decreased, of course. That's an interesting one right there. Researching, tidying. Let's keep going. Creativity, operating, ranching, research, building. Ooh, that's a good one there. Researching for. Well, then, how does that work? The building is +5 construction, but they're building impaired with decreased construction. So it's a -3, so they technically have 2. Error prone, no. Building, no. Don't need rocketry. Digging. Doctoring. Don't need more doctoring. Researching, doctoring, digging. Well, decreased calories. So they eat. So that would be a good one, except for the calorie loss. Converts radiation into calories. That's a new one. Researching, doctoring. Digging, suit wearing, digging, operating. Barge frequently is not a good sign. Supplying, recent cooking, no. I want somebody with some research. Researcher. Rocketry, hiding, cannot do attacking errands. That's okay. We don't usually go around attacking things. Researching rocketry tiding. No. Has to go to the bathroom all the time. So they have ranching, have a +2 husbandry, but then they have a -3 the husbandry. So they're really at a -1. Suit wearing, decorating. Farts frequently. Digging, building. Decreased athletics. What does that mean? He's slow. We're doing it. Go. Alright, let's take a look, see what this place looks like. System has detected an imminent threat to our survival. A huge impactor asteroid is hurtling directly at this planet. Well, that's not good. We must make our way to the surface and mount a defense system in time to destroy the incoming asteroid before it destroys us. Way to the surface and mount a defense system in time to destroy the incoming asteroid. Okay. That seems... See, this is their tutorial, except for in Mind Over Magic, it didn't really say tutorial on it. But it's also telling you, hey, you don't have any oxygen generation, you don't have an outhouse. So the guide here would be build an outhouse. All right, so let's pause for a second, take a look around. It does look like my plugins are working, unless they added that as a feature. You can zoom way out, which is nice. Alright, so we got, what is this? This is nickel, nickel, nickel. Well, we're surrounded by nickel ore. Shale, peat. Oxalite, what do you... Avogrow node. Okay, don't know what it does, but okay. Ring rose bush, don't know what you do. What do you do? Nodes are trellis plants that spread out onto nearby available surfaces. A single node can support several vines without any increase in their water requirements. So it's just decor. Well, I don't care about decor. At least not yet, anyway. Our decorative plants that add a touch of whimsy. More decor. Ooh, they're happy about that one. 25. Alright, so let's start digging. Alright, see now if I remember right, 2, 3, so you want to go 4 tiles. So you want to go 4 high. Let's go out that way. Alright, go. No, he's moving. That's interesting. Click the slow speed and nothing happened. I had to click the pause to go back to doing something. I gotta make some room so we can at least do a little bit of building. Well, they can do the nickel ore, that's good. Let's do... Ugh. I always have that problem with this. I'm a horrible straight line dragger. Let's put that one out to there. let them get going. So I gotta have somewhere to put things. You can't. I put the ladders here, but you can't put things on them. You know, things like outhouses. What is this thing? Loom. Satisfied, unreachable, looking for food. Okay. What's he eat? Age is 31 out of 200. Egg chances 100%. Looms are not hostile critters that subsist on ovoid vines. So, okay. When they stomp heavily stomp heavily near plants, the commotion causes harvestable items to fall to the ground. Alright. Huh. Okay. So what is this thing? This is a sweet corn stalk, growth, wild growth. And it produces sweet corn, 800 calories. Okay. What is this? Same thing. Minus 10 to Dekawa. But I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't think we have any way to make... Yeah, because these require power, right? Yeah, it's requiring 120 watts of power to make that. Was that copper? Or nickel, I mean, nickel. This copper is the most common thing on the other one. We got water, 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 water. What is that? Ice? Salt water. Another thingamabobber. What are you, sweet corn? Yeah. What is this? Research portal? Hmm. Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay. We don't need that down there. At least not yet, anyway. So yeah, it was 4, which is your tallest building, but then you can build here on the 5th. So they're gonna go help. Oh, what happened? Camera. Windows dinged and the camera stopped working. Of course it did, right? Let's go ahead. See if we can't get that to reactivate. Come on. There it goes. Don't know what that is. It's an OBS thing. It just every once in a while it just says ugh to the camera. Some days it doesn't do it, other days it does. But I'm sure there's probably something I don't have set right. But anyway, let's see. What do we got? I was looking for wash basin. What do I need? Does it need water? It needs water, okay. Let's see, we need oxygen because that's getting smaller. But we also need power for that. And the only thing we have right now is a manual generator. So manual generators make what? How much electricity do you make? Let's do that. And then we'll do that. Run a little Y action here. Like that. How much power does that make? $400. We should put put a battery in there. Let's go ahead. Get rid of that. And now we'll put in a wire. Here, charge the battery. And then we'll and then we'll do into the oxygen generator. And then they just fall down and pass out. Just what they always do. You just fall down and pass out. Just bleh. Alright, we gotta get this water out of here. And we got some water around. Not a lot of water though. Alright, let's do that. And let's start. Oh, man. Why is the spot right over your head always the best looking spot? I want to do a thing right there. I'd much rather go that way. Yeah, I'm thinking let's go this way. What is this? Just oxygen? Yeah. Let's do here. Then we'll dig around it. Alright, get to work. I usually don't mess with the scheduling. Every once in a while I will. When I start getting a lot of stuff going on, I may change the scheduling a little bit just to kind of focus people into doing one specific thing. But right now, at this point, it's not really a big thing to do. Yeah, I mean, I only have 3 guys. They can only do so much, right? So now he's got to find something. This requires... What does this require? This requires algae. Do we even have any algae? We do. Not a lot, but we have some. Yeah, it requires a food source. So what can we do about a food source? Food source... Well, we could go for that corn. Right, this corn can't grow here, right? Is it already done? Pollution, or pollination. Growth halted pollination. That's interesting. What about that? It's just a Snactus. A single food serving. Okay. Touch of whimsy. Should go up there and see what that is. Food source. We gotta get some food out of this. Let's see. There's corn. Get out of the way, dude. There you go. Self-harvesting plants that produce airborne mimicas. Mimicas? Boost growth for nearby plants before hardening into minimal. And they don't do anything. I guess they don't do anything other than that. More corn. Alright. So it looks like we gotta get a farm going here first. This basically takes, what does this take? This takes 240 watts, produces low quality food using common ingredients, okay. Mushroom recipes will keep lubricants fed, but may impact health and morale over time. Okay. I mean, we gotta do something to get them going with food here. Alright, so let's see. Let's open this up. Dig this. Yeah, I know. Right down into the water. He's doing alright. He's digging his way up that way. Digging, digging, digging. Because we're going to put a pitcher pump. Thinking right there, maybe? Still gotta take those two things out, dude. Or not. You know, you don't have to, I guess. You can just leave it the way it is. There you go. Alright, now will they operate this pitcher pump? Alright, let's see. Let's add plumbing. No, this was a medicine thing. Let's add a wash basin. Oh, will it let me build over there? Let's put it there. I just told it to build a wash basin, so ha ha ha's on you. Alright, what can we make here? We can make mush bars, dirt and water. We don't have any other things, so let's make 3. What's he missing? No water. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so there we got that going. And I do believe we are going to do I think we'll do maybe there. So I kind of want to put a ladder here somewhere. Let's see. And then we'll do some digging. Just like that. They're working their way up this ladder here. Break into that. Or should I start a farm? I wonder. What are you guys? Or are these the... They make other things grow? Kind of like it's got a... They don't live very long, 1 to 5. Can you eat it? What is a mimimillet? It's a you don't need to know. Oh, here it is. But it doesn't say. Doesn't say. Okay. So let's think about this. What are we going to do here? So we need to get a research station going. And we need a... And used to build the walls and floors of rooms, insulates room to reduce heat loss in cold climates. Interesting. Alright, well, let me do that. I have to cancel all these first. And then I can do... That's no tiles. Whoa. A little overzealous there. What is that? Shale. It's raw material. Okay. Don't wanna harvest the oxalite. Nobody's doing anything. Oh. Gotta make the mush. What's he doing? He's getting water for something. Ugh. Nasty. They're cranking away out of here. We got water. Water boy, there is not a lot of water on this map. Well, no large big pockets of it. There's a bunch of it spread around, but not a lot of big pockets of it. Because we need a research station and a farm. So what I'm thinking is floor here. At least what I'm thinking right now. And then we'll do a ladder, like basically right up the chute here. We'll do a couple of rooms to either side. And we'll do like a ranch over here maybe, and then beds and whatnot over here. But they have got to be building all the time. Don't want anybody staying around doing that. So we'll wait on the doors. Furniture, so we can do cots. So we'll do some cots here as soon as they get me enough room. You can't climb over that little dirt clod right there. There he goes. I was gonna say, that doesn't make any sense. Pollination. This plant must be okay. So for this to work, for a farm of these corn to work, you have to have these things floating around in there. Alright, I mean, interesting idea. It's always curious to see what they do here. So he's just going to keep blasting away at it. And is he going to build that tile there, or is he just going to leave it the way it is? He's just going to leave it the way it is. Build a little floor. Now time to move on, I guess. Interesting choice. Alright, let's do... a couple of cots to start with. Is it cold? No, 86, 91. I don't know why that guy was huffing and puffing. This is not producing oxygen. Gas pressure. And now all of a sudden he's decided to start building tiles again. What's he gonna do? Fall through one of them before he figures it out? Oh, what do we got? We got something that popped. Alright, so let's see. Choose a blueprint. Alright, we do need some extra help here. Building an opry requires light to sleep. Don't like you. Cannot do digging. Ugh. Starts with a tier 3 skill. Cannot decorate or... Can't decorate, can't dig. Ranching, supplying, cooking. So he has decreased cuisine, 15% cooking speed, but he gains a boost from eating and has to go and has a small bladder. Can do medicine, can do strength, and does supplying. Requires light to sleep, which is... I don't like the requires light to sleep. That is painful. So what do we do? Ranching, do the first guy? Or Mr. I have to go to the bathroom a lot? We're going to do the first guy. Might be a bad choice, but we'll do it anyway. Because he can't dig, but he should be able to do, you know, delivering, a little ranching if we have to get there. You gonna build that? You can trap yourself. Alright. So they got one more to need to build there. What's this guy doing up here? You getting there? What are those things? An invasive plant that produces edible overgrowth fig. If a vine is cut off from its overgrowth node, it will perish. So where is the node? Is that the node? That's a node. Nodes are trellis plants that spread out onto nearby available surfaces. A single node can support several vines without any increase in its water requirement. So that doesn't produce anything worthwhile, but the fig is something that it does produce. So if they harvest it, not worried about achievement. Hey, we're opening up the gas pressure here. It's interesting you let me build that one right on top of it. There we go. Everybody head to bed. So how long does it take him to eat? So I'm thinking, yeah, like right in here. Just right to the side of that, right there. Right there. Dog just come running in here with a toy and ran out. Oh, they sleeping too much. Go faster. Get over your sleeping problem. Is he gonna go in there anyway? Oh yeah. It let me build it there because even though it was supposed to be a tile there eventually, since there was still dirt there, it considered it fine. Interesting. Interesting choice. Okay. Making sure my camera's still working. Hasn't dinged at me, so Alright, so we got 4 cots. What else do we need here? Power. Power is going to be a problem. Alright, we probably need a research station, which consumes 60 watts of power. I think we'll just throw that right on there like that. And how about another battery in there? Let's see, I'm pretty sure it will not let me build that generator. Well, or will it? It will let me build it, right? No, see, it's going to balk at it because it says I can, but I can't. So add another battery to the situation. And that seems to know I want to put that there, so we'll do that. There goes the research station is being built. Is our air polluted? No, not too bad. Alright, so let's see, we need more power. Power. So we're gonna go like that. And we can put some juice into that. I don't know what that is right there. What is that? Okay, that was weird. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Well, what are they building wire out of, I wonder? Because there's no copper on this map. They're building it out of nickel? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Seems to be doing okay. Let's go ahead and turn the game up a little. Alright, so we got our second battery is built. And we can finish the wire. So we got double the juice. We're working on that research station. 2 toilets, 4 people. That should be enough. Of course, unless they all want to go to the toilet at the exact same time, and then that will be a problem. Alright, so they got that built. You got that up to there. Oh my jeez. That's what I get for drinking carbonated drinks. What is that? Sweet corn stock. So I think this end is going to be our farm. So then we'll put a farm down here. Alright, so research has something. Let's see, what do we need to do here? There's not a lot of algae on this rock. I think we need power more than we need anything else. Power bank, metal power enables fabrication of metal power banks. That's new. Research, advanced research. Plumbing. Water to oxygen. I'm just kind of looking at some of the new stuff. Exosuits, computers, ventilation. Because like whatever that most recent DLC has come out, like rearranged some of the things. So some stuff you could get right, like you could get cheaper than you could previously. The problem with it was it was next to not useful. And so that was the problem, is it was cool but it was not useful. Let's see. Probably gonna need a rock crusher, need a pole. We're gonna need advanced research probably pretty quick. So we need farm tiles and we need power. So let's do that. Can we? Okay, so all right, so there we go. Colony summary, garbage, blah 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 blah. Have at least one toilet in the colony and a bed. Okay. Quite the expansion there, huh? What are we doing here? Going up? Alright, so he's researching. Do that. What did I get? We had a t-shirt or something. Oh, lab coat for the duplicate who dreams of scientific discoveries. Nifty. I know when when I first started playing this, I just had the base game, and the blueprints that you would get were all stupid stuff, like shirts, boots, and they're not even good ones. It's like basic red shirt, basic blue shoes. It's like, what am I gonna do with that? Nothing. That's what I'm gonna do with that. So, I just essentially ignored it because there was nothing else to do with it. So, what's he huffing and puffing about? He's hungry. Well, there's food down there, dude. Go eat it. I mean, good God. There's like mush bars right there. You eat a mush bar. I mean, you won't like it, but hey, how does he hold? It look like he's holding his breath. Holding breath. You're surrounded by oxygen and a little bit of carbon dioxide. It's not even bad. One researching, one on the treadmill, and these two guys are doing deliveries, I'm guessing. He's going upstairs to do something. Oh, he's just going to keep digging. Did a little dig, and then he just moves on. There you go. Is he researching? Does it tell me? Basic farming. Okay. See, he's not hungry no more. There. Loser. Being a jerk. Alright, let's look around while they're doing their thing there. And let's look around for... what are we going to do water-wise? We got Sweet corn down here. There's a lot of the water. 2, 3, get 3 there, 1 there, a couple there, a few over there. So that's a little spread out. I mean, what if... I wonder if we can kind of open this up to run that water out of there, because we don't have pumps or anything. What does he eat? Overgrowth pig. Excretes peat. What can I do with peat? Turns into coal. So if we take peat, cook it. So we do clay, peat, in a kiln, we get ceramics. If we do peat in a kiln, we get carbon. It's all rocketry. Tough meat, peat, smoker, tender brisket. Ooh. Corn, peat, smoker, veggie poppers. Interesting. Peat into a peat burner. What does a peat burner put out? Uses power. Of course, some carbon dioxide. Makes water. 480. So peat plus sweet corn stalk equals sweet corn. Who would have thought? Fig, hem, peat. Bristleberry, hem, peat. Bog jelly, hem, peat. So you kind of get a ranch of these guys eating figs. Ovigo figs. That's a rose bush. The only one of those I've seen so far. That's nothing. So the only ones of those I've seen so far was somewhere. You can fill down here. It's a sweet corn seed, and you know, there's the fig. Yep. Alright, how's he doing? Working on meal preparation because we need that food tile. Then we have grows 1 plant from seed. It's a hydroponic. Yeah. Where's that peat burner at? Petroleum ghetto, coal generator, peat burner. Alright, so I'm definitely going to do power next. And then we got to start thinking about ranching. That is if he ever gets around to doing it, right? Get to charge up our batteries. Where's he going? Gotta get these batteries charged. Consumes algae to produce oxygen and removes some carbon dioxide. Wires, gotta make some wires. I don't think it needs wire, does it? Nah, it doesn't need water. Doesn't need power. What am I thinking? Where's my wire? There it is. Basically telling me I can't. So that means we got to demolish that. Hey, that's why we're putting it there, dude, so you can breathe. I did read that right. Affects oxygen, puts out a polluted water. Consumes algae to produce oxygen and removes some carbon dioxide. Affects oxygen, polluted water, carbon dioxide, overheat temperature, yada yada yada. But why does it say here that it removes some, but down here it's saying that it makes some? Oh, research is done. Time for power. Alright, let's go down here. And then we'll have to do... we don't need a super computer, but we do need advanced research. Yo. Alright. Get back to it. I don't know what's making water over here, but they're using it and it ain't going away. Somebody going to deliver? What else does that need? Algae. Do we not have any algae? Algae. Oh, we do not have any algae. We have peat. We have lots of peat, but we can't do anything with it. Did he find some algae? Yeah, he says he did. So that's algae there. Some algae there. Algae. There's a little bit around. Not much, though. I don't know why they're not finishing this and they're doing that instead. It's not hard digging or anything. Run, dudes, run! Let's go a little faster for a minute. So they're going into downtime, right? Yeah, they're going into downtime, and it's telling me there's a new duplicate available. So how about we wait for downtime to be over? And then we'll do that after downtime is over. Should we do ranch action up here? He's big. Why is he so big? Let's see. Uproot. 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 Alright, and let's see, we're going to do... let's do farm tiles out here. Let's do... food. Farm tile. Do that. Yeah, after power, we got to do. Alright, won't let me do anything. Let's see, there we go. Alright, let's see. We have a duplicate with a skill up. Sorry, I had to ban somebody there because they came into chat with a... I don't know what that is. It's in Russian. Linked to a Russian website, so go figure. Let's do advanced research because we definitely are going to need somebody to do that. Meep. Can't do digging, can't do grilling. You can do some supplying. Maxed. Improved farming. And hard digging. There we get some people, a little bit of everything. Okay, a little bit of everything. Alright, so let's go back and let's choose a blueprint. Forgot I was still running on high speed. Operating, building, farming. Doesn't like that. Supplying and researching. Slow learner. What is with this +6? And then -3. I mean, what is with that? And this guy can grow, build and operate. But he doesn't like, can't wrangle, can't groom. Alright, so let's do that guy. And then I think with him, we will do, as soon as I find it, skills. Oh, Otto got one right off the bat, huh? Is this the guy I just got? Hold on. Researching, farming. Why is this window small? Otto has farming. Skill is 5. Skill is 5. Skill is 4. So what was your dealio, yo? This is Aaron's. So machinery is 2, construction. So he has an agriculture of 5, but no husbandry. And that's Otto. This guy is agriculture 5. He has improved farming. So what was his deal? Construction. So I think we'll put Otto into construction. Higby can be our rancher, right? So Higby can be a rancher. Max will be our farmer. And Otto will be our... Oh, -3 on the construction. Says he came in it with cooking. So Otto... Cooking. So we'll do him as a... Not as a farmer, maybe as an operator. So Otto can make him do construction, but didn't it say he had horrible construction already? Operating. Alright, so let's see. We needed... So we got power. So we need to do this one next. Alright, so we're going to plant sweet corn. Copy settings. Actually... Let's cancel these real quick. I want to do something else there. Let's do food, farm. Yeah, let's do that. We're not going to do corn there. We're going to do, well, there, we get it built. That's what we'll do there. Because we got to find... What are you carrying around there? Why is he soft and wet? Can you go down there? Yeah, this algae is going to be a problem. I think oxygen generation is going to be a problem. I think we have to come up with a different solution than diffusers and terrariums. Becomes idle when the area reaches. So for this one, it's producing, you put in dirt and it makes oxygen. But then it's polluted oxygen though. So to rectify the polluted oxygen problem, you have to come up with another solution. I don't have mesh tiles or anything yet. Alright, so let's see, what are we going to plant here? Plant. Should we do 2 of them? There's our fig. Let's do 2. Got something flying around in here. Let's copy from those 3. So we got mesh tiles yet. Why is that there? Get rid of that. Copy. There. How old is this thing? It's almost dead. Can we go get it though? this is saying. I don't have anybody that can do that. Yeah, it didn't surprise me. It's a bummer. Water's holding up fine. We're just out of luck when it comes to the algae. Oxygen. Oxygen's going to be our problem. Yep. I'm afraid oxygen is going to be our problem. Because there's nowhere near enough algae out here. What are we doing on our research? He's still researching. Okay, so let's go look at this research. And this is what Riftbreaker needs right here. Oxygen, electrolyzer, converts water into oxygen. Okay. So that's a plumbing. We already have that one. Crafting station. When did that show up? Duplicate use, produce items and equipment for duplicate use. I think just for the mass. Okay. Deodorizer. That's way down here. We need that for sure. That's super advanced. We're not getting there anytime soon. Liquid oxidizer tank. Oh, never getting there. Alright, so what do we need? We need electrolyzer. And here. So we have to do that. We got to get our advanced research. I think is what they're doing now. So we'll do... Oops, no. Crap. Hold on. What were you reach there? Finish that. What do you mean no seed available? That's fine. Rosebuds are... What is this ring of rosebuds? We could decorate plants. They don't do anything, right? Yeah. Problem is I want this guy here, but nobody can do anything with him. Let's see, let's dig this way. Let's see, putting off polluted. Yeah, polluted. Oh, it's the polluted water. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that polluted. Ooh, hey, what's that? Okay. So he's yeah. He's attacking things. That's interesting. Now we're gonna get rid of this polluted water. There's that oxygen there, yep. So let's do some more digging. Let's do that. How many duplicates do I have? I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. Yeah, I think, let's see, are they done? Is he done with the research? Alright, so we need, where is that one at? That one? Mesh tiles, yeah. Or this gets us on our way to what do we got here? Don't care about that thing. Research. Batteries. I have not seen any oil. Alright, so we can do a peat burner for electricity if we want, but we're going to end up with... Where's our scrubber? Where is the polluted oxygen scrubber? There it is. So, the deodorizer. So let's do that. Go straight out there and get that. And then we're going to have to build a supercomputer. But we need to do something power-wise first. I have not seen any coal, right? We have peat. Plenty of dirt. Water. Nickel. Yeah, no coal. Alright, so it's got to be a peat burner. How much did it produce? 480. Let's go ahead and do tiles out here. And we'll stick her out there. Plant. Let's see if they'll do that. Get that power plant built. Let's see, let's auto harvest that one. Auto harvest that one. Okay, get rid of this bad water somewhere. Maybe down here? That looks like a choice. Don't know if it'll be a good choice, but it looks like a choice. Let's see, what do we want to plant there? Let's plant another one of those. I think we should relocate that down here. Sweet corn stalk. Let's uproot that. You can't relocate these things, right? No. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright, they got that built, so now we can do peat burner. Let's put it there. Let's put it as far away as we can. And then we'll dump it into... We'll put a battery right there. And we'll do a little wire action. Still researching. Now let's do it directly into there. And then we can just get rid of those. We so cold. It's freaking 88 degrees there, buddy. You're not cold. Get over yourself. Anything going here? Nope. Let's see, we also need a supercomputer. How much power does that need? Takes water and 120 watts. That's not terrible. Could be worse. Why don't we put it right there? Will it let me? It sure will. Put a big old battery in there. Now this has a control switch, right? Don't these have communication wires? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it has a switch. Can we do power? I think it has a switch. Source transfer then prevents the power up into buildings. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, doesn't tell me. Compact discharger. What do you do? Converts stored energy from power banks into power for connected buildings. Okay. is... I don't see any communication wire here. Gas, power, plumbing, food. It's a grill. Yeah, no communication stuff yet. Oxygen is still not a fun subject. So we're going to replace... Let's get some airflow tiles going in here. You're getting there. They got that battery in. Maybe it was a smart battery. Yeah, well, they're on auto clean, so. You guys just gonna stand around, do nothing? What was that? There's a full bladder. He's gonna pee on the floor. Guarantee it. We won't build it there. So how does that thing get out of there? Is that the... We gotta have somebody with ranching, I'm guessing. Dreaming of a toilet. Well, I'm dreaming of you going down there and cleaning it, dude. What are we doing here? They got all the way up there. Can't capture it. Won't go down. How old is that thing? If I go down here, over here, dude. So it's got everything it needs. $20 cycles. You're gonna be here all day. %39 growth. That was at 16%. Did that thing die? No, it's still there. Come on down here, dude. There you go, get to plunging. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Plunging on that for a good while. What is that? Sweet corn seed. I think we need 2 of those there, do we? 3 of them. We need corn there. Yeah, that's the face I'd be making too. Yeah, I'm not happy with this job. plant life is a twist. And the fact that there's no algae anywhere is a bigger twist. So I have a whole thing of algae right there, okay. Material. See, how am I supposed to even know what that is? Algae, algae. It's dark. Plumbing. We don't have any plumbing at the moment. No ventilation. It's a ugly decor. A few germs here and there. Farming. They're all hitting life. We don't have any rooms because we haven't built any doors. And then no radiation, so that's a good sign anyway. No radiation. Let's do... See, that's got to be closed off, right? Let's see, yep. Let's do that, and then we'll do this. Like that. You know, if you guys just build that, you wouldn't have to do that. And finish these fires. Water ain't cold. 87-degree water. That's like perfect water. Complaining about the water being cold. Come on. It must be related to the life. I not think that she's a duplicate. Now what does this do? Alright, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take those out. Let's see what that's all about. What was that nonsense, dude? You went in there to pop that? You went all that way, huh? You know, I could just build you a ladder, right? Like that. 2, 3, 4. I don't want all that water draining out of there. We'll cancel that dig for now. That part of it. We'll leave that part. Should be able to reach that one. Just finish building that. Sometimes they're just not wanting to do what I want them to do, huh? They did build that big battery though. That's good. So we're still waiting on that. That's just, none of that's happening. Oh, the thing went right back to where it was. Jerk. Can't move plants. You can uproot them, but you can't move them. What are you, a Snactus? Incapable of propagating, but can be harvested for a single food serving. Okay. I heard the sound. It says new printables available. Let's see. What do we got? Coal. Why would I want coal? Decorating. Operating. No agriculture. What is with that? Hey, we're going to give you a plus, but then we're going to also give you a minus for the exact same thing. So that reduces it to a 3. I don't know if somebody's trying to be clever. So they get a +6 to creativity for decorating. Then they get a -3 to that same +6. So now they're at a +3, but they also suffer from a -30 decorating speed. But then they also have increased morale bonus from the decorating. Okay. No agriculture. Can't cook. But does love food. If I had to pick, and I am doing the picking, operating, supplying, decorating, or decorating, operating. This annoys me. So I'm gonna do this lady, this one here. Oh, we need a new bed. Furniture, cot, lamp. What did I put in there? Sweet corn. Plant. Are these growing? 30%? 42%. I'm getting there. What's that one at? 76%. What the hell is that? Can you eat that? Yeah, we're gonna do some of it with this polluted garbage. We're gonna dump it down here, but they're taking their own sweet time about digging that hole. There's salt water, water. We have 24 tons of peat. Polluted everything. You have to come in from that side maybe and dig all that out. You gonna eat that much bar? Gross. Yeah, I know it's polluted. We're working on it. We can kick in some deodorizers here soon. As soon as it gets researched. Alright, so let's go back here. Bubbles has a skill. Higby, Hard Digger, Farming. So we're going to rename Max. I'm going to rename him Farmer. Okay. He's our farmer. Farmer, digger. Improved carrying. I don't know. So that's Meep. So where's he at? Meep. Nope, didn't select him. So skills, Meep. Meep is our... No, I don't even remember. Meep is our carrier supply. So Meep can supply. Back to Higby, Otto. Tinkerer, research. Ruby is our researcher. Ruby's our researcher. Higby was our digger, right? Yeah, Higby is our digger. It's hard remembering who's who here. And then we have Otto. Operator. He's an operator. And then we have our last one that just came in the door, Bubbles. What can you do, Bubbles? We have a supplier. We have an operator, so she can do art. You know what? I am going to do art. You do art. You art it up, girl. Anybody else want a hat? Digger. Farmer. I don't have a rancher. Improve tinkering. Research. Advanced research. Oh, he's got bedside manner. He needs medication compounding first. And there we go. Alright, everybody gets a hat. Did that thing die? Why are you going through that door, weirdo? Because he really wanted to be up there to do that. They finally gonna finish building us, or no? It'd be nice if they did, you know what I mean? Dig, 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 dig. Finally get the peat burner built. Jeez. It took them all week. Well, I wish food would start to grow, but you know, seems to be a challenge here. Where did that? So we have a overgrow seed. Can that even be planted? Yeah, yada yada yada. Nutrient storage and redistribution. A healthy node produces many times the amount of energy that it requires to use to fuel the growth of exploratory vines that expand under the surrounding territory. Vines are entirely reliant on the node for nutrients. Each vine features hooked thorns that protect unripe fruit and act as cramp. Empty surfaces of trellis. They also make vine removal a tedious task. Okay. Are trellis plants that spread onto nearby available surfaces. Single can produce sodium without an increase in its water requirements. So water, node, big. Quality is terrible. Of course it is. I mean, why would it be good? Alright. Let's think about research here for a second. Leave that in the back of our brains. Let's see. This is all our switch wires, automated wiring here. We got toilet Caesar, so we got to get some lavatory action going here too. These look new. Liquid rocket port loader. I mean, how fast does it give me liquid rockets here? I've not seen any slime, but I do know we're going to need a water sieve. Let's see, what do we need? We need this one first, though. I wonder, so he's trapped. I wonder, how does that vine action work, huh? What's it gonna give me? A yellow comment. See, diagonal. Whoopity-doo! What can we do here? So that says it grows on things. This guy eats that thing. Eat on bristleberry bog jelly. Excretes overgrow fig. Diet is overgrow fig. And the overgrow produces increase in blah 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 blah. They produce figs. So where would you put that? Is he gonna come out of there? Ah. No. So we change that to one farm tile. Somebody made a mess. Or is that... Oh, it's that thing that produces... Oh, no, 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 not my water supply. Turn that building off real quick. Ooh, that didn't work out for me. Alright, so we'll do tile. Wink. Right there. And then maybe do a little digging out this way. See how that goes. See if they'll do a little digging out that way. Alright, what do we have? Oxygen rise now. Okay, so we do have our scrubber. That's water. Oxygen. What is this over here? It's oxygen. Oxygen. Good oxygen. Not breathable oxygen. So the bad stuff is all kind of settled down there, which is where you want. What I need is this thing on, but not be dumping its goo all down in my water. In my water supply, which it did. I don't know, we were shooting for down here, but you know what it's going to end up being? It's going to have to be over here. Alrighty. Let's up the priority of that digging action. And we're going to make tiles out this way. We're going to need ladder to get down there. Get rid of that. You might as well get rid of these as well. Okay. Hey, he's almost got up to here. Oh, what is this? Functional research decryptor with one transmitter. It was designed to support colony survival. Functional research decryptor with one transmission remaining. So it will do some sort of research. But that research is unknown. Or which research it will do. You know, my luck is it'll be like, oh, here you go, level 1. Ding. Let's see, where are we at? So we did that. Gotta get these air systems under control. Then we're gonna go do these because we need to get showers and stuff going. So that drains liquid into pipes. But we have a bottle emptier, right? Yeah, right here. Alright, so let's wait on... We'll wait and see how that goes first. And we're going to get this cleaned out, get this stuff out of here. And we're going to start dumping our poo water in there. And then we'll start doing something here. It's telling me it's a room yet? Yeah. It's a barracks. They get the tablet. Hey. Put that there. Plant. You still got a mushberry there, I can see it. Yeah, insufficient oxygen. Yeah. You hear the bagel barking in the background. My dog. He's half beagle, half basset hound. Looks more beagle than basset hound, but she does her own thing most of the time. What's his problem? I need some irrigation. Well, I'm sure somebody will bring some water. Okay. You make anything else? No. So I'm not turning this thing back on until I deal with this. And then I know it was going to make so much stuff. I mean, it made a lot of bad water right off the bat there. And then tried to pollute my real water with it. Jerk. What are you clapping for? Get to work. No taking breaks. We got that built. There's one more there to go. Can you eat that? Do we have any storage containers yet? We have a composter, some ventilation, food, power, carbon scanner, gonna be needing those soon. Storage bin. Still don't have any refrigerated things, right? Right. Because you got to make a kitchen, essentially. And in the kitchen, you got to put, you have like a cook table or a grill, and then refrigerated storage. Because the refrigerated storage is important. So it's totally looked like it was doing the bottom, the middle one instead of the bottom one. Who's trapped? That thing, what is this thing doing? Oh, it's a new one. Telling you, there's stuff down here, dude. Nobody's trapped. Good. Let's see, research. So let's do sanitation next. And then we'll have to work on, I think, programmer automation wires. Yeah, I've not seen any slime, so I don't think a slime distiller is going to do us any good. We'll have to do pharmacy next. So let's do sanitation, then we'll do pharmacy. We'll do the medical stuff. I don't think I have anybody that can do medical stuff. Let's see, where's the medical one? Where's, I know it's there. There it is. Our farmer. Okay. No medical researcher. Alright, so put that there so he can eat. And let's see, can we, I don't think we have anybody that can wrangle or relocate for us, right? No. So we need medical and rancher. Let's put seeds in there. Yeah, put some fertilizer in there too. Uproot. Let's see. The only thing there that can be harvested. Uproot. Uproot. Relocate to there, anywhere. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enough beds. There's a snack fruit in there. There we go. Let's relocate that. Over here. So I don't think I can put... no. Can't put food in there. Put food in there, right? Put it all in there. Alright, let's see here. Ladder. And I hate to do this to you, buddy. Do a bottle emptier there. Can I program it yet? No. I have to wait for it to be built before I can program it. Ain't that a bummer? What is raw minerals? Shale, organic. Metal ore. Raw mineral. Let's put some critter eggs in one of those. Get out the way. Get out the way. Already got it set for relocation. Okay. She went all the way up there to eat, huh? It's a little slow starting with this one. I mean, it is a little slow starting because they don't give you this stuff right off the bat that you're looking for. There's our water. But the water is barely moving. It's finally starting to go down. Alright, so they got that all built. There's a little oxygen going out there. This poor guy is stuck. I mean, it can't do anything with him. Can't move him. What do you want to put in there? Do metal ore. I think we need... That's not going to help us. Yeah, I think we're going to need... We don't have any research going right now, right? So we could do big batteries. And wire, but I think we need to do some of this action. I don't see anybody complaining about being sick or anything, so maybe we'll do that. Do that right there. Alright, so we need a bathroom. Or showers and bathrooms, okay. So, and a mess hall. Where is it? A latrine. Toilet and a wash station. No machinery. 12 to 64 tiles. Plumbed wash station. No outhouses. Okay, flush toilet, plumbed wash station. Toilet and a wash station, okay. 64 tiles. How many tiles is that? This one is... Tell me? 52 tiles. So 64 gets us out to there, I think. So let's see if we do... So 64 gets us to there. So let's make... Copy. No. Copy. Do that. Put some doors on this sucker. Ah. Alright. And then we'll put a ceiling on this. Like so. And we're gonna have to break into that anyway. Otherwise we'll just go all the way across. Because they can't reach any of this stuff in the middle. So we're making our latrine, is what we're making over here. We're gonna need water for it, so we have some water here. We can also just pipe some water up to it. That's our supplier. I think he just skilled up, yeah. Cooking, farming, cooking and grilling. Cooking and supplying is his big thing. So let's do improved carrying, which gets him more strength and increases his carrying capacity. Okay. Really want to do that one. These things are still waiting. It's just so annoying. I need a rancher. Alright, so we have water here. This is going to be our bathroom, so we need a bathroom. How many can we put in here? Shower. 1, 2, 3. What was that? Cleanses stale gunk buildup from duplicates bionic parts. Okay. laboratory. So we do that. Shower. Is it gonna be a medical thing? And sink. How big is this sink? What if we do one less shower? And we'll do medical. We'll do a sink. Sink. All that's got to get plumbed now. So now what I would normally do is I would do a plumbing. I would do a water treatment. What's that? Where are we at on the research for that? So these are poles. Where is that water sieve at? Seb? I think it was buried, wasn't it? If I remember right. Yeah, it's buried right there. So we have that. They're doing that, and then we'll do this. Okay. Oh, I know they're not hooked up, people. Oxygen, we needed... Haven't seen any rust. What does it look like gas-wise? It's just mainly all down that way. Oh, hey! Finally! It makes one, then it becomes one. Okay. I like it. I dig it. I'm digging it. Researcher is going. I think he just skilled up. No? Thought I saw him do something. Maybe he completed a research or something. Alright, so we'll do that. Liquids, polluted water only. So come on, rancher. Farming. Dang it. No rancher. It's not edible. Increased medicine. Farming, researching. So this one has... I need a doctor. Alright, so we needed a doctor. Mari, medicine. Alright. Can't make anything, but we got them. None of this is plumbed. So what we do is we take the water sieve, right? And you turn it into a self-fulfilling loop here, essentially. You pump water into it to start, but then you hook all of the dirty outputs of this go to the water sieve, and then the clean water from the water sieve goes back into all this, and it just fulfills itself. Every once in a while, you have to. It's weird. Every once in a while, it like somehow gains water, but it happens. And we have unrefrigerated food, of course, but we don't have any way to refrigerate it at this time, because we also need to make a grill or a still need a rancher. So should we do a where's he going? He'll go all the way up there to eat that? Okie dokie. Let's put a couple of doors on this. Keep him in there. Do I not have enough beds? It's a bummer, huh? Alright, deconstruct. Move that down and make another bed. Let's see, so if we set that direction, and then we set this one to right, so anytime they're leaving, they're washing their hands. And of course, somehow it got out of there before they could build the door. Get back in there. Go on. There you go. Stay in there. I want those doors built. You don't want that thing running away on me. There we go. You stay in there. Unlike this traitorous thing up here. It just wouldn't go where I wanted him to go. How come I have two researchers here? Yeah, Amari, what's your dealio, yo? Amari. Art, digging, doctor. So Amari, you are our doctor. Alright, so you're the doctor. Alright, our researcher just got advanced. do that one. You can do bedside manner, but we're not doing that one yet. Our supplier, for some reason, was doing research. Alright, so we need our another bed. So what do we need here? We need... So if we leave him wild, then the game will just treat him as wild and he just won't die from starvation. But if we tame him or do anything with him, then he will suddenly become, you know, problematic. What is that? Sweet corn seed. Put that over here somewhere. Ooh, 2 of them now. Can you get over there, dudes? Huh. Well, I did not know they could do that. Well, let's not do that again. Well, that doesn't need to be a 7. Apparently he's gonna escape. We got one that's gonna run free. Hopefully it's the old one. Nope, it's the brand new one. Will he get through there? No, he's not gonna get through there. I don't think he's gonna come back. I think he's gone. He gone. Well, he can fertilize that for us. Alright, we need a kitchen. We got honey refrigeration, but we can put a grill in. Let's see now, for a kitchen, cooking station, no tables. For a mess hall, we need tables. For a great hall, we need a fancy decor item, mess tables, and a recreational building. Ooh, what is a recreational building? Alright, so they got whatever they were researching done. I don't even remember now. And we were looking at medicine. I think they were doing that. Medicine, I think. Core is not high on my list at the moment. Power food. What do we need for ranching? You know what? We need to... Let's do the ranching one first. Oh, my water sieve. Where is that? there's a plug-in, or there was, for the game. I don't think it's on mine, but there's like an add-on that you can do, some plug-in somebody did, where you can stack these things. So you can go in here and say, okay, I want to do this one, 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 and you can put them into a queue, and away you go. That way you don't have to sit here and go in and out of this all the time. It's such a wonderful thing. Well, if you select there, it just does them all. Where was... That water sieve was there. I think that's going to be next. Get my water sieve going. Yeah, I mean, he may die. Relocate that. Yeah, one little dribble. Doop. I don't think we need two in here, right? So let's do... Let's uproot that one, and we're going to change it out for a corn. We'll put corn in there. Pretty sure I clicked it. Alright, let's turn this thing back on. No, we don't have any heavy wire, right? No, we only have basic wire. We got the water sieve in the queue. So let's go ahead and do just a little piping action here. Oh, I said pipe. So this is in tank, this is a good water going in. And then we'll do our bad water going out. I just put it there so I remember where it is. Alright, we're gonna need a pump as well. Do we even have a pump? No. We have a pitcher pump, that ain't gonna help us any. Where is our pumps? Where is a pump? That's not a pump, that's not a pump. No pumps down here. Pump. Why am I not finding a pump? It's right there, plumbing. Liquid pump. Draws in liquid, runs through pipes. Okay, must be submerged. Alright. We did that. Why is that? Am I not seeing it? I'm freaking blind. That's because I am freaking blind. Holy crap. I'm like, where's my stupid pump, you jerks? Alright, so... don't have a lot of water here. But we have... some. So let's see, if we do a little Lauren action here, maybe connect these two. Get that close to it yet. Yeah, long commutes. Whatever. I know. Let's see. See if it'll connect those two. See what happens. Oh, it's going to build all my pipes first. That's fine. Build those pipes. Alright. While they're doing that, so I think we have a plan. I mean, this is ugly. Poor guy. But there's nothing we can do about that at the moment. So he's just going to have to do his thing. So that's our plan. We're going to work on getting that plumbed up and then a kitchen. And that's what I'm thinking. Kitchen above the the bathrooms. So we'll do the kitchen up here, or we'll do the mess hall up here, maybe a kitchen out here on the end of this. Put our grill and stuff out here, mess hall up here. And then maybe we could do... that, and that will allow them to run through there a lot quicker. And I think we'll pick this back up again. So I think that's going to be it for this time. No blueprints. Nobody has gotten any skills. Yep, no skills. And I think we're going to save it there. We'll pick it up here next time. Don't forget, like and subscribe, follow. You can catch me here on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, starting at about 7 p.m. Eastern, running till 9:30, depending on how into it I'm not watching the clock. Come on over, say hi. You can also catch us on Cagman Plays. I put up videos there every 1 or 2 days after they're shot. I'm also streaming live on Cagman Plays on YouTube as well. So just one more time, you can catch us at twitch.tv/Cagman0, or you can catch us on youtube.com at Cagman Plays. And don't forget, like, subscribe, follow. Thank you so much for watching. Sure, override it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.